Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome to match number 10 of the Emirates D20 2025. It's going to be Fujairah taking on Ajman, both young sides. So, should be a very exciting encounter indeed, and difficult to predict which way the game will progress. Well, one thing is for sure, the toss will be very crucial. Over to you, Rizwan or Rahman.
Toss time as we gear up for an interesting contest. Team Ajman will be taking on Team Fujairah. Leading Team Ajman, it will be Ansh Tandon, and Ethan Carl D'Souza will be leading Team Fujairah. And to oversee the match proceedings, it will be our honourable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Ansh, you've got the coin. Give it a flip, please. Tails is the call. Heads it is. Ansh won the toss. What have you decided and why?
I think we'll bowl first because obviously following the previous game we saw that it was turning quite a bit, and of course it's our first 9:30 game, so I'd want to analyze the conditions a bit more. So I think we'll bowl first.
Well, a little bit of tweaking in the batting order has resulted you've got the results that you wanted. Junaid Shamsu firing it up at the power play. What do you make of those changes that you've made?
Yeah, I think it's a long tournament, and of course you will only get to know about your team once you are getting deep into the tournament. So I think I'm glad that it's just worked out for us in just second game, and I think we'll be just following the same things. If not, some changes are needed.
Team news.
So we have 4 changes in the team. We have Adnan Bhai missing out. We have. We'll
figure it out from the team sheet.
Thank you so much.
Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Ethan, batting first. What do you make of it?
No, we don't mind batting first. Obviously, we wanted to bowl first as well. But we've seen that games at 9:30, there's teams that have won batting first as well. So we don't mind batting first.
Coming back from a break, how was it in the game? What is the strategy up against Ajman?
Obviously, we had a loss last game, but we're not looking too deep into that because it is a long tournament and we're only 2 games in. So we're going to try and play our best cricket today and hopefully get a win.
Talk about the spinners creating havoc here.
Yeah, obviously the spinners have come into play in all the games. So we too are going to try and do that today with our spinners.
Thank you very much. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
The news from the centre, it's Ajman who has won the toss and opted to bowl first.
Thank you very much. So, interesting choice there. Ajman have won the toss and elected to bowl first. So, let's take a look at the Fujairah side. Good to see young Zainullah Rahmani getting an opportunity. Yayan, UAE under 19, Saga Kalyan will be the experienced hand in the heart of that middle order. Ethan D'Souza, Rayan Khan, fantastic 50 he made, or almost made a couple of evenings ago. Yug Sharma has been outstanding in the tournament, the left arm seamer. Madhav Manoj gets an opportunity today. Udish Suri, the left arm wrist spinner. Matiullah Khan, Ali Asghar Shams, another left arm spinner. And Mohammad Ahmed Fahad will be the glove man. As for Ajman, Junaid Shamsu was outstanding in the previous match. Hamdan Tahir, excellent addition to the side. The wicketkeeper batter, left-handed in the top order. Ansh Tandon, Lapreet Singh Bajwa, Yahya Abdur Rahman, Basil Asim, the right arm seamer who looked so good. Mohammad Aftab Javed, Saghir Khan, Isam Matiura, Muzammil Qasim and OS Ahmed gets into the side. So Ajman going with the bold choice to bowl first, even though we've seen it is difficult to chase here in the later evening, especially with the ball turning so much. Joining me in the comm box is Asghar Khan. Good evening and a very warm welcome.
Very good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. It was round ball. That's an interesting call, but I think the bowling is being strengthened with more that they're playing. Early nerves. It's all about setting the tone, getting off to a good sort of clash. We're looking forward quite a few days now.
this will be a very competitive match. Young sides, so you expect both of them to perhaps might make some mistakes, could make it interesting. Ajman, of course, looking to build on that wonderful bowling performance they put on in the previous match. Basel was excellent. Assam Mathura picking up 5 wickets. 2 umpires heading to the middle. Mr. Sunij to the right of your screen. Mr. Ali Kamran alongside him. So it's a new look opening pair. It's going to be Zainullah Rahmani. Very exciting left-hand batter. UAE under 16, if I'm not wrong. Alongside Yayan, right-hander. And Ajman, well, their confidence will be high after the previous game. Ansh Tandon batted really well. Junaid Shamsu batted really well. And they've really boosted their bowling resources. Like you mentioned, OS and Sagir back in the side.
Yeah, they're back in the side. Hamdan Dar behind the stumps. Another batter who's technically correct and he has the experience of playing at this level in the past. Zainullah Rahmani. I remember he was a front line left arm wrist spinner early on, a couple of seasons. But now his batting has come off age in the recent past, scoring runs at age group cricket as well. So good to see him get an opportunity. Can he last against this experienced attack? And especially Muzammil Qasim early on will be getting the ball to go away from him when he gets on strike.
Yeah, absolutely. In the D10 that was held before the summer, he was really batting beautifully. I was completely shocked to see Zainullah as a frontline opening batter. So that's something he's certainly worked on. And perhaps more of a batter now than even a bowler. But he'll be dealing with a very tricky customer, Muzammil Qasim Khan. The googly bowler really. Wrist spinning off break. So you need to watch out for him. Unorthodox action. And we know this pitch is taking turn big time. So it'll be a challenge for these young batters.
Oh, absolutely, Ahmed Khwaja. Muzammil bowls at such a quick pace as well. So even though most of the batters in domestic circuit, they know the only weapon he has, the ball coming back into the right-hander again, going away from the left-hander. But still, you got to play them well.
Slip in place. So good to see Ansh Tandon in attack mode. That's the right approach. Try to put these young batters under pressure. It will be Yayan to face the first ball. Catching short mid-wicket is a few yards in as well. Long on in position. And a deep mid-wicket. Here we go. First ball of match number 10. Trying to cut the ball coming into him. Needs to be careful.
That's a dangerous looking shot. Got to be really careful with the zip of the surface.
Dangerous delivery and watchfully played. And Yayan is safely off the mark. A confidence booster.
More than a right-hander having a slip. The slip fielder will come into play, especially against Zainullah, with the ball going away from him. That brings in an opportunity for the outside edge.
Yeah, this will be interesting. It's his first outing in the D20. He'll be slightly nervous. Mid-on is currently in the circle. Ansh Tandon. So they've kept a long off for Zainullah. And they will take a deep square leg. So he wants to be very careful. Cannot afford to drop it short. He's strong, square of the wicket. The young lad. Oh, beautiful delivery. Look at that. Oh, misfield. Oh, Basel. That was not on. New batter, new to the D20. And you've gifted him a single to get off the mark.
That is a good delivery. Great.
Just cramping him for room. Yayan likes to remain upright, stand and deliver. It is the sort of new technique. No more back and across. That's gone out of fashion now. Now batting coaches are not too fussed with your footwork. It's all about hand-eye and your balance and your head position. That is what is considered more important. I'd like to get your point of view on that after this over. Asghar Khan, of course, very active as a coach on the UAE domestic scene. Still competes at a high level as well. Tidy first over for Ajman. 3 for no loss.
Three for none after the first over. Yeah, Ahmed Khwaja, coming back to your question, you're dead right. I think the emphasis has gone on that aggressive mode of batting, and for that you need less movement but solid base and stillness of the head. And more of these batters in the modern day game, they set up a bit like for the baseball, and good pitches. That's the way to go, but tricky pitches you need a bit more footwork. Oh, perfect delivery. Leading edge. Yayan was not in a great position. Perfect start from Awais.
Back on this level, Awais Ahmed, very fine swing bowler. Not particularly tall or sturdily built, but he is a natural bowler. And he can get that big booming in swinger going to the right-handers. Very fine bowler, hard-working lad, very unassuming. Perhaps does not get the credit or the limelight he deserves at times. Slip in place for him. Trying to find the outside edge of Zainullah. So far the bowling has been spot on. From the Purple Brigade. It's just slightly leg side-ish. We've seen spin, but swing not so much.
Not much swing throughout the competition. I think the spinners, they have a big say so far. And new ball, it might do just enough, but nothing prodigious, nothing alarming. And so that length becomes very, very important.
I do like the look of this Ajman side now. With Hamdan coming in, Sagir returning, Aftab, that finisher in the middle order. Ansh Tandon with the class up top. Lovely square drive, good fielding. Muzammil Qasim, the wily spinner. You have Lovey as the solid top order bat as well. So overall it's a good unit.
And Junaid Shamsuddin at the top of the order, and a real impact player. Someone who can take your position on. Ajman, they are looking good here, and they are just peaking at the early stage of the tournament. That's what you want. Tough first game, but they bounce back well.
Yeah, that was an outstanding performance. And they're looking good so far. Lovely wristy drive coming in from Zainullah. He does have the gift of timing, this young boy. Such tremendous talent coming through the age group levels.
Oh, that is great sign for UAE cricket. These youngsters coming through. He's very tall and very skinny. And Khwaja, you must have remembered the England opener, Keith Jennings. Was a tall lad and a skinny one as well. Played for a brief period of time. He's looking.
Test century on debut in India, I remember that very clearly. He's a spin specialist. Right out in the middle of the stick, but can't penetrate that offside ring. Yeah, and Lancashire, they usually come to UAE very regularly for their pre-season, so I've had the privilege of watching him live quite a few times. Still a class player, long-term captain of Lancashire as well. And occasionally they take on some UAE lads as well, so it's a great learning experience to play against someone who's gone right to the highest level of international cricket. Pick his brain, watch him, how he sets up, how he trains. Off cutter to conclude. What a fabulous first over from OS. It's a quiet start here for Fujairah. 4 for no loss. Just playing a few too many dot balls here. Yayan and Zainullah. Fair enough, you want to take your time. But the power play overs are a very precious resource. Need to maximize them. There you can see there was an opportunity for a big shot, but looking to play along the carpet.
A lot of youngsters, Ahmed Khwaja, just getting stuck in this competition so far. They're playing some very good cricket, as if you're talking about technique and orthodox manner, but that innovation one needs in a T20 game, that is missing so far. Slightly short and played well, but straight to the field. A good bit of work.
A fabulous fielding from Basil. That was a certain boundary. Square leg in the circle. Yayan has missed out. And this time he won't. Another drag down, up and over fine leg. First boundary.
Previous delivery, he got away with slightly shorter and similar sort of delivery. This time it was more towards that leg stump, and Yayan getting himself into a good position. That was a bit of a freebie to release that pressure.
Yeah, not good from Muzammil. Maybe some dew. You never know. It's about 9:30, 9:40 p.m. local time. So it's time to arrive. Mid-off is in the circle. Does he have the confidence to just chip it over? Not sure. Still a tidy over from Muzammil. Only that boundary coming in. 8 for no loss. Awais Ahmed will continue from the Bukhatir end. Slip Gordon has emptied now for Zainullah. Oh, just a casual prod outside off. I like that Awais is already using his variations, mixing it up nicely.
He's one bowler, and the other one comes to mind is another left armer, Uzair Khan. And these two, they're very, very smart when it comes to using their skills, and they're not afraid to bowl those slow deliveries, even with a brand new ball. A lot of bowlers sometimes get carried away with just trying to bowl with pace.
Caught him off guard with that quick bouncer. Very well bowled once again. Well, we're halfway beyond the power play stage and yet to hit double figures for Fujairah. Fair enough, you're backing a very young opening pair, but they need to get on with the job here.
That is quite true. I think that's where the coaching staff and these youngsters need to realize as well. If you are going to play T20 and you open the bat in the first 6 overs, you've got to develop that ability to go over the top. Good work on the offside. That skill is missing, and it becomes very, very difficult if you keep on playing conventional cricket to get to those flyers.
Absolutely, you have to counter-attack. You have to go aerial. You have to be inventive. Knock the bowlers off their length. Make them think twice. So far, Awais Ahmed has been allowed to stick to plan A. 1 of 10. It's just not on. You're putting pressure on the other batters coming in next. Bowled him! Playing across the wrong line and crashing into off stump. First blow struck by Ajman.
Excellent delivery, and he's just closed the face on that one. Batting at leg stump, that off stump was visible, and he was struggling. Not much footwork. Fantastic stuff from Awais. Ajman, they are well in control. 8 for 1.
Sagar Kalyan, class act, coming in at number 3. He is the experienced hand in this very raw Fujairah side. And he'll need to show all his wares, all his skills tonight.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja, I just want to get your thoughts on it. I think when you're having youngsters, I'm all for youngsters, but you need to mix them with experience as well. And he's being an experienced batter. He should open the batting, and one of the youngsters could go alongside him. That is a much better combination, don't you think?
You make a fair point, but then he cannot bat for everybody in the side. That's why perhaps they're just trying to use him at number 3 rather than opening. Oh, full toss. Good fielding at slip, because that ball was going down. Lovey just got a hand on it, slowed it enough, otherwise that would have been a boundary.
Sagar didn't pick that one at all. And I'm not surprised. As a batter, most of the time, you look down at the surface for that good line delivery, and all of a sudden that full toss of a fast bowler can surprise you.
I just couldn't execute that in swinger, got it wrong. He was going for his go-to delivery, that in dipper. Another excellent tidy over. Went for it again, but down the leg side. Wes Ahmed, he looks in fine bowling form.
Getting his trademark in swinger, which created headlines during the Champions Trophy. The way he bowled those practice nets to Rohit Sharma got big appreciation, and he's got the talent, there's no doubt about it. Had few injuries, he's trying to fight back hard here.
Oh, this one going across, off cutter, beautifully bowled. He really is on his A game here. Another fantastic over. 10 for 1. So Muzammil will continue, not letting the Fujairah batters off the leash. That will be the dictation to him. Has gone for a boundary. Couldn't find the gap. There was an opportunity for some runs there for Yayan. Pardon me, for Sagar.
You just need to get going here. A lot will depend on Sagar. Can he get them back on track? 10 for 1 in 4.1 overs. This innings hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, lovely flourish. That is Sagar Kalyan at his best. Big stride, big shot over extra for 6.
Great technique there. Effortless. Great hands. And it wasn't a bad delivery at all. Fantastic talent and the ability to really get it up over extra cover. Especially to Muzammil, with the ball drifting back in. Tough shot, brilliantly executed.
He makes it look so easy. That's the sign of a Top Gun player. Oh, looking for the sweep. It was on, just couldn't connect. And he's gotten away with a wide there. Maybe he just brushed the pad. But certainly, Sagar Kalyan looking to express himself. He's in good form. Picked up a Player of the Match award versus Sharjah in the opening game of the D20. Fabulous knock. He played 80 odd. So he's in good touch. Oh, leading edge. And nobody there at short extra. Esam Matiyurab, where were you?
He didn't pick it up. For such a long time. Definite chance. That ball just awkwardly took off.
Yeah, it was on the edge of the ring there. I'm not sure why. Should be a few yards in. That would have been a simple catch. Because you're not going to save a single there. So a chance gone begging for Muzammil. Struck on the pad, inside edge, no appeal. But this is delightful bowling. Muzammil cutting a frustrated figure. 16 for 1, 1 over of power play remaining. So Junaid Shamsu bowling the final over of power play. The lowest score we've seen in the power play overs is 25 in this D20. So looks like Fujairah might get an unenviable record here. Oh, nicely punched in the gap. A foolish half volley and nicely put away.
Excellent result for Yajan, leaning into that drive. Just one hand was taken off that bottom hand, but mighty effective. A much needed boundary for the youngster.
Yeah, from his setup, you can see he's looking for something back of length or on that hard length to put away through the onside. When it's slightly fuller, he has to reach for the ball. Solid in defense. Has a mature head on his young shoulders. UAE under 19. Promising talent, but sometimes it's not easy when you're taking on the best of the best in the UAE in these D series. There's not a lot of respite. You're not going to get a lot of bad deliveries to put away. So you need to be proactive at the crease. Junaid Shamsu, he's having a decent tournament so far with the ball in hand.
He's very, very useful. Junaid Shamsu always makes a contribution. Coming back to Yayan, last two deliveries, perfectly executed forward defense. Sometimes I do feel that for these youngsters, they have a problem in accelerating in T20s because that mindset and the training is quite different, and the level they're playing, there is a daylight, and that mindset needs to shift, especially when you're looking to play a T20 game. You more try to hit over the top, and your preparation needs to change as well, and the mindset as well.
Absolutely. You're not going to be cover up that strike rate with boundaries and sixes. Need to keep that scoreboard ticking. Need to be proactive, looking for singles. Running with the shot. That's much better. Slight misfield from Ansh. Was a thought for a second run, but he's a super athlete. You're absolutely right. That mindset shift is required.
That will come with time, but for the first part of it, it is needs to be the mental shift. You got to be courageous, and you got to be prepared to fail as well. In order to achieve greatness, you have to have that belief. Sometimes it will not come off, but you should have the right intentions going into a T20 game.
Oh, there you go. He got the length he was looking for and smashed over square leg for a monster max.
Class written all over. Sagar Kalyan picks the length early. Fantastic result from this very experienced and stylish batter. Fujairah, they will rely heavily on Sagar to keep on going. Good signs though. End of power play. 27 for 1.
Well, a long discussion going on who's going to bowl outside the power play. Ansh Tandon, Lovepreet Bajwa, having a word with Saghir. He's a very fine bowler. Meanwhile, I think we've lost the ball as well. It's gone up the ramp, maybe out onto the main street. Still plenty of traffic, even though it's around 10 p.m. local time. The hustle and bustle in the UAE never really ends. 24/7, 365. Clean connection on that occasion from Sagar. And where has it gone? Yeah, gone up and bounced into the stands. Hence, we're playing hide and seek. Well, finally, the ball has been recovered. A lot of time being wasted, to be quite honest. Stoppage in play. But now looks like Essam Mateo Rab will be coming on to bowl. And why not? Coming off a 5-wicket haul, the young leg spinner.
A great result in the last game for him. And his spell will be important. I would like to see the contest between him and Sagar. Fantastic player of Spain. He's in good form. This is going to be a very interesting contest to really watch who comes on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Yayin looking to get going. 12 of 17. Needs to get a move on outside the power play. And that's the right approach. Feed the strike to the senior pro.
Now he has to make use of this start, Yayan. He's consumed 18 deliveries. And sometimes what happens is you consume that much time. When you get out, you put that pressure on that middle order. He's got to compliment Sagar here.
3 men deep on the onside. Long off and a deep cover. Oh, just a sighter. And a good response from the wicket as well for Essam.
Yeah, that one turned quite nicely. Beautifully bowled and watchful Sagar.
Oh, once again, that pitched outside leg and finished on the 4th stump. So certainly something to work with. Will Sagar be willing to use his feet? Playing him from the crease is not going to be easy. I'd like to see a slip or a gully in place.
Absolutely. The way he's getting the ball to turn. Three men behind square. One of them could come in the slip for an attacking option.
Oh, there it is. Oh, and a misfield as well. Sagir will have to head after it. So certainly looks like spin is the way forward for Ajman.
These spinners should be very, very thankful to the curator as well. Perfect track to bowl as a spinner. Even with a little bit of dew, the ball is still turning.
Yeah, needs a plan here, Sagar Kalyan. He does play that sweep very well. And there it is. But there is a cushion on the onside. Excellent over from Assam. He'll be in the game for sure. 31 for 1.
"31 for 1 after 7 overs. Mohammad Aftab Javed. He brings a lot of balance. One of those all-rounders in the side. Can give you 4 overs and bat in that top 6. Starting off his spell here. Not a big turner of the ball, but accuracy is his biggest asset. And change of voices. Ahmed Khwaja has been replaced by Rizwanur Rahman, who's looking sharp and really looking to get going here alongside me.
Thank you very much, Azhar Khan. Winning the toss, opting to bowl first, team Ajman. Yain, as we speak, gets a boundary, a good one. And that will certainly give him a lot of confidence. Half tracker meant to be punished and has punished him nicely.
I like that from Yajan. Looking to put the pressure on the new bowler straight away. Oh, a bit of a leading edge. But still, it's a good result. He gets off strike.
Technically sound, but as we always spoke about this, that these youngsters coming from the academies, they're very strong with the defense, and especially in a T20 format, you need to be aggressive, you need to be attacking, you need to show that aggression, and especially with these young lads, since they've been doing that from the grassroots level, it's a bit difficult for them to get that change into the attacking mode. Swept, and that will be in the no man's land. Isam Madhurab will cut it off. They look for 2 and will get it quite comfortably.
You make a very good point. It's the muscle memory ingrained, and then you have to change so many things to get going in T20 cricket. Great AB de Villiers, I remember, started off as an opening batter in Test match cricket, and the emergence of T20, possibly the best white ball player in terms of attacking shots in Mr. 360. So it can be achieved, but it requires a lot of hard work. 40 for 1 after 8. 40 for 1 after 8 overs. Sam Mathurab, who will continue here. Well, that's interesting. Sagar has reversed, swept that one. You've got to be very, very talented to do that.
You were talking about the youngsters. There are quite a few names that we can take. Zainullah Rahmani, we've seen Yain, for the matter of fact. We've seen Ethan D'Souza as well, technically very strong. Mohammad Shahdad. They are quite strong technically, no second thought about it. As we spoke from the grassroots level, they've been working on it. Well, talking about the future of cricket, it is evolving around T20. So you've got to adapt to the change. You need to bring in that power game. We've seen Ayan Afzal Khan, for the matter of fact, the way he's transformed himself, he's done excellent in the first match. That's the power game that is required.
Nicely played on the offside. And Rizwan, when you talk about the power game, there is a misconception sometimes in a lot of youngsters' mind. It's not only about the power, the muscle power, it's about the shot execution. You may be a skinny guy, but still you will be able to clear mid-on and mid-off if you have got a sound technique. And you got to find ways here. Sagar Kalyan, have a look at that. He's batting as a left-hander. Oh, and he is miscued one. Ashton has picked him up.
Good catch in the deep. Good running catch. For a moment, we thought he's going to cross over the line. But Ansh Tandon does well. Isam Mathurab provides a breakthrough for Team Ajman.
He struck it well. But Ansh Tandon moved well, judged it to perfection, and he was very, very close to the ropes. Did really well. I think he'll be fine. Oh, they're still checking. Looks fine from here. Those steps, and he lost balance. He called it out.
Great effort in the deep, leading from the front as a skipper. It's those chances that you've got to take. And second wicket goes down for Team Fujairah.
.46 for 2. Sagar just dismissed. That brings another left-hander. Oh, look at that delivery. This is absolute magic from the right-arm leg spinner. Gone right through the gate and rattled the stumps. He's on a hat-trick.
Well, continuing his good form, 5 in the previous match, and this time, look at that, absolutely magnificent. Gone through the gate, and Ethan D'Souza completely perplexed. Wonderful delivery from Isam Mathurab.
Tiniest of gaps between bat and pad. Cost him. The youngster departs. And Fujairah now really in trouble here. 3 down. Sam Mathurab is on a hat trick, possibly a dream delivery one can imagine to a left-hander. First up, and it was fantastic result. Ethan D'Souza done through the baton pad, slip in place. He just needs to stick to the basic here. Standard leg break, try to bowl 4 stumps line. He's got that ability to turn the ball back in. Hat-trick delivery. Oh, almost threatened to hit the pads.
Yeah, he's mixing it up really well, Issam Mathurab. What a delivery that was. Hardly any gap between the bat and pad, and he's managed to find the timber. Excellent over from Issam Mathurab comes to an end. Aftab will continue. Nicely played. It'll just be a single. They have to stitch up a partnership here. Two youngsters. Ryan played a wonderul knock, scored 49 in the previous innings. Took a bit of time initially, but once he got into his groove, he was able to get the connection right of the middle of the bat. He does have the power hitting capability, but at the moment it is Ajman who were ruling.
Ajman right on top here. Rizwan playing with not great start here for Ryan. He's just a bit lazy. Played well last game. Clean striker of the ball. Just needs to get himself in here. Look at that ball. Even turn off the stumps. Wide is the signal from the umpire.
Yeah, great amount of turn on that as well. Going down the leg side. Fine leg in place. A nice punch of the back foot. They can afford to take a bit of time initially, given they've lost 3 wickets in quick succession. Partnership. That's exactly what Team Fujairah would need now. So far, clinical from Aftab. Darting one quicker one this time around. A lot of changes for Team Ajman today. 4 changes. Adnan, the skipper, resting. And they've given. Good to see Sagir back in the team. He was not available in the previous match. You need such kind of experience as well, which is blended with the youngsters.
Oh, absolutely. Those 4 changes make them a very, very fine side now. And that ball has gone right through the gate as well. Ryan Khan. I think a lot of these youngsters not looking to play with the spin. Even that shot, that forward defense looking to hit through cover. The ball is turning. That is creating that bat and pad gap. Got to get outside the line and work towards the onside with the spin. Bit more like that, but not the placement. 10 overs gone. Ajman firmly in control. 48 for 2. Assam Mathurab continuing to impress. 5 in the last game. Couple of wickets now. 3 down for 48 in 10 overs. Fujairah, they're long way behind the game at the moment. Someone needs to play an exceptional knock to give them a competitive sort of total. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, Asghar Khan. They need one good partnership here. We've seen Abu Dhabi struggling in the previous match. They were bundled out for just 52 runs. And if Fujairah can manage to get somewhere close to 140, 150, give something for their bowlers to fight for. But at the moment, it is looking one-way traffic. And as we speak, Ryan has found a boundary.
That's a very good shot from the youngster. Giving himself the best chance by going with the spin. This is smartly done. He's tall, he's powerful, and I like the look of him. He does start off slowly, but when he gets going, he's got the talent to play those big shots and be really dangerous in a T20 game in that middle order.
Asghar, you'll be surprised to hear the statistics of the bowling so far in this tournament. It is Ayan Afzal Khan who's taken 8 wickets, and following him is Ronak Panoli just behind him at 7. Isam Mathurab at number 3 with 7 wickets. Nabil Aziz from Emirates Blues with 6 wickets. And at number 5, it is a seamer, Yuk Sharma from Fujairah. So top 4 bowlers have been the spinners. So the track says it all. A lot on offer for the spinners.
Thank you very much for coming up with those statistics. You need to have a very sharp brain. Something I need to work on to be smart enough. I tend to miss few things, but you and Ahmed Khwaja, both of you are on fire. Certainly spinners have dominated, and they're dominating here as well. A slow progress for Fujairah. 11 overs done, 55 for 3. Short ball, Yayan gets stuck into it. That is hit the top roof. Magnificent shot from young Yayan. Dropped a shot and got the treatment.
Half tracker. It was in the spot. Some channel went high and handsome. What a start to the over. Now he's breaking loose, and that's exactly what the team of Fujairah want. Looking for replacement balls now.
Change of ball has been replaced. That the other one is disappeared out of here. So good signs here. These two young players, Yayan, who spent quite a lot of time to get going, but finally he's just breaking the shackles here. They need a couple of big overs. It's a game of momentum. 130, still 8.5 overs remaining, so got to go at a good rate to get to 130. Nicely pushed off the back foot. Can't afford those dot balls.
No, absolutely, but that was a big, massive hit from Yain. That should give him confidence. Not that much of turn on that delivery. Oh, beautiful. Nicely outfoxed him. He had to stretch to reach to it. In the process, completely missing out. They need at least 140, 150, Asghar. They do have a decent bowling lineup, team Fujairah. Good comeback by Aftab. Slow through the air and 2 dot deliveries on the trot.
After hitting that 6, you expect Yayan to take singles. Well, to get to 140, they got to go at 10 runs per over. Won't be easy with the ball turning just like that.
Yeah, hitting the right areas is the key to success for the young spinners. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Umpire absolutely unmoved. Brilliant delivery to close out the over. Fujairah are 61 for 3.
Sam continue. That's very good sign. Although it's a dot ball, but look at young Ryan Khan looking to step out. Those kind of things you want to see as a coach as well. Youngsters improving and looking to be positive. Another calculated shot from Ryan, looking to go through mid wicket. It's much safer going with spin.
You've got to take those calculated risks. 8 overs remaining with 7 wickets in hand. The whole idea is to get to a formidable total. And Isam Matthew Rabb, what an evening he's having. 16 for 2 so far. He would look to pick up a couple more. Yain 31 of 33. Pulled. And that will be a maximum. Well, he's picked up a maximum in the previous over as well. And yet again, Yain finds the maximum.
Powerful player of the back foot. Twice he's been able to hit the long ball. Oh, 2 sixes. But he's got to now get off strike as well. He's got to learn to maneuver the ball into the gaps. That art is a difficult one against spin, but he needs to learn and learn quickly. Another dot ball.
Yeah, you've got to rotate strike. The case, what happened in the previous over, you've hit a maximum, you might as well just nudge it around and pick up a single. Dot deliveries would not help you. Yeah, yet again, but this time a mix-up and another dot delivery. Creating that pressure yet again is Isam Matthew. Tossed up and finally he picks up a single. So far 8 runs of the over. Isam Matthew Rabb, quite impressive. Looking at that wicket that he's taken off Ethan Carl D'Souza was brilliant. 13 overs gone, 69 for 3. Sagir Khan has been given the responsibility to bowl the over number 14. He was unavailable for the previous match. Good to see him back. He's got that experience. And joining me in the com box is Ahmed Khwaja after a short break. Welcome back, Ahmed.
Much appreciated, Rizwan. Back is on. Yayan has played a patient hand so far. The Fujairah innings together. Isam Mathura with another spellbinding performance. He's had a wonderful tournament. You need to be consistent. You need to bowl areas wicket-taking deliveries, and he's done exactly that for Ajman, who are certainly in control at the moment. Coming around the wicket.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen that in the previous game. Top batters from Abu Dhabi were clearly struggling. And it goes to prove that you've got to be on your A game to play on this turning wicket. Singles won't hurt Team Ajman. Wonderful effort in the field.
They will certainly need a bit to get up to that 140-ish sort of score. Yayan will be key. A patient hand from him so far. Rayan, we know, has that 6 hitting ability, hit 4 of 5 in his previous innings of 49. So this is a crucial pairing. Oh dear me, that's a nothing shot. Completely outdone by the slower bouncer. And balloons a simple catch to cover point. That is a hammer blow for Fujairah.
Soft dismissal. He was expecting a bit of pace on offer. Didn't quite read the slow one there, Ryan. Thought it was a quicker one. Just guiding it towards a deep third. And in the end, a comfortable catch to Muzammil Qasim. Straightforward. And Ryan Khan, who scored 49 in the previous game, will have to walk back. Fujairah lose their wicket number 4. 72 for 4.
So it's young Madhav Manoj getting an opportunity at the D20. Oh, beautiful delivery. Played the wrong line. And a hint of seam movement. Superb over from the star all-rounder. 72 for 4. Fujairah in all sorts of trouble. So Muzammil to bowl out here. I like this bowling change from Ansh Tandon. Well, not with that delivery. But he's a tricky bowler to face. And with them looking for quick runs towards the bigger onside boundary, could be a chance created.
Oh, absolutely. And just to give you some stats about this bowler, Muzammil Qasim. He used to play for a local team in Tier 3 division in UAE. He was up against an academy team, and can you believe in a T20 game he has taken 10 wickets? Mind blowing.
Over the years. You get the shock of your life. Very unique. Good pull shot, but there is out in deep. Innings, important innings from Yayan.
Yeah, there has to be someone who has to stay there. We've seen Abu Dhabi losing wickets at regular intervals, but unlike Abu Dhabi, if you look at the way Yain has progressed, because of his 40 odd runs, they've managed to get close to 75 now. From here on, they can look to go at least close to 120, 130. Leading edge. Oh, falls behind Muzammil. I thought for a second it was close to him.
Superb ball. The ball just stopping when it hit the pitch. Didn't arrive to Madhav. Closed the face of the bat early. Lucky escape. You need to play him as late as possible. Pulled away, and it's yet another 6. When he does go for the big shot, Yayan, more often than not, he clears the fence.
Will he adjust it to the length? And he capitalized it to perfection. A good looking shot. He's fighting alone there.
The value of time spent in the middle. Oh, this is an appeal, but maybe just outside. In the end, they will keep it moving along. 5 overs to go. Crucial passage of play for Fujairah. 84 for 4 now. So 30 balls remaining. 84 on board for Fujairah. They need some quick runs. Oh, that dipping slower delivery. Very nicely disguised by Saghir.
Yeah, right approach. Feeding. Yain the strike. Has found some rhythm. 3 short of his half century. Good knock when the wickets were falling at the other side. Saghir Khan, 4 for none.
Two. And they should make it in time. Young legs, excellent running. Just goes to show they were very defensive in the power play. Only 27 runs scored. Even though they'd only lost 1 wicket. You need that acceleration up top on a difficult surface.
Along with the, just to make sure you got this power hitting as well at the same time, and Yain gets his half century. Wonderful from Yain, some massive blows, and he ensured he was holding one end up.
Very well played. This will give him a lot of heart, a lot of confidence to make a 50 at this level against this opposition on a difficult track. Well played, young man. Slower delivery once again. So Saghir is mixing it up quite nicely as well. He knows pace on. He could be hammered on the onside. Just using those off cutters. I've liked the concentration coming in from the young Fujairah batting lineup. Something Abu Dhabi could learn from.
Yeah, you've got to be focused. You've got to concentrate. And Yain, I understand they're not at what they want to be, but given they've lost those wickets, Yain still managed to ensure they've got to a total that they can allow something for the bowlers to bowl at.
Yeah, you never know, a couple of big overs. But even barrier, slog overs, anything is possible. I'm not sure Ansh is willing to risk spin in the death overs. Madhav would like to get a boundary under his belt as well, though, just to settle him down. There is a polite appeal, but nothing much more than that. They've gotten away with a wide, I feel. In the end, it's a tidy over from Sagir. Well, it is a spin-heavy track, but this young lad, Basil, he's had to wait a long time for his opportunity. Bowled a superb spell a couple of evenings ago. Out towards the long leg fielder. Doesn't look like much, but he's got lively pace.
Oh, he certainly does. Done exceptionally well in the previous outing. It's a spin-heavy pitch, so it's a team game, and they've done well, and he would be okay with that. At the end of the day, what matters to Team Ajman is a win. After that first loss, they've bounced back really well. Hit really hard. Just be a single, but good to have Yain on strike.
He has to be the man to look for the big shots. Long on in mid-wicket towards cow corner. If he can connect, we know he can. Basil will need to be very precise. I think he's forgotten his contact lenses today. Got the specs on. Never easy to bowl. Fast. Slow delivery, whipped around the corner, and good fielding. Sagir is a wonderful athlete. Needed to move quickly there.
They all have in purple. He's saved a boundary there. Sagir Khan, the UAE team, currently being dropped and looking forward to join them, providing some wonderful performance.
Yeah, he's a very fine cricketer, but needs to work role. It's a bit carried away by the big shots. I'm sure if he has a good D tournament, he will be within national team reckoning sooner rather than later. Oh, that's a fabulous punch. Read the slow delivery and hammered past the deep cover fielder.
Yeah, he's providing the required for the team. Fujairah, Yain, slow one.
Oh, he's been a lone warrior, like you mentioned. What a knock. Could be a match-winning innings. Can he carry his bat through? He's constructed this innings very calmly. They're pushing for 2. And that is superb running. 100 up for Fujairah. Exactly 3 overs to go. Crucial 3 overs remaining for Fujairah to get a big score. Oh, what a pickup! And Muzammil will reach for it. Can't get there. 6 more.
Start to the over.
Overdid the score delivery. Simple catch. Well taken by Basil. He did bowl that off cutter once more, but wider. And Madhav reaching for the ball. Could only find the fielder.
Yeah, much better from Matsagi. Bit wavered towards that fifth stump channel. And he was trying to extra cover. And a wonderful catch in the end by Basil Asim. Madhav will have to depart. Fujairah lose their 5th wicket.
Udish Suri coming in at number 7. So maybe not a lot of depth in the batting lineup for Fujairah this evening. He can throw the willow around though. Oh, one more. Once again, that cracking slower delivery doing the business.
2 back-to-back wickets. Similar shot. Not great execution, and Basil Asim picks up another good catch. Similar pair, and Udish Suri will have to head back without troubling the scorers. Fujairah in the process lose their 6th wicket.
Well, spectacular bowling from Sagir. Those off-cutters really deceptive. And it's yet another Ajman bowler on a hat-trick. Keeper Mohammed. Hat-trick ball. Oh, he went pace on, but down the leg side. And the moment has come and gone. Or has it? Would you still count it as a hat-trick?
When you have that extra, I don't think so. Wavered down the leg side. Was a wonderful opportunity for Sagir. Drifting down the leg with pace on. But it's done well after that match.
I think Mohammad Ahmed is just 14 or 15, ridiculously young. When I was 15 years old, I was playing Mortal Kombat on my PlayStation. I wasn't playing D20, that is for sure. So these young boys, man, they've got hearts of gold to want to compete out there at this level. Oh, another chip. Now, Yayin, you've got no other choice, my friend. You have to bat right till the very end.
Yeah, it has evolved over a period of time, Ahmed. During our days, it was a completely different story. It was more of a red ball cricket, more of day games. But these youngsters, I must say, they are very fortunate, very lucky so much of cricket for them available and a lot of wonderful facilities as well. And the board recognizing the talent, giving them those opportunities. We've seen Ethan representing the country at a very young age. And we will talk more about it. 18 overs gone, 109 for 6.
OS Ahmed bowled a outstanding spell with the new ball. Would like to add to that wickets tally. Just 2 overs to go. Can get up to maybe 130, 135-ish. Could be a fighting score with a spinning track. Yayin holds the key. He's been out there right from ball 1. Pace on. Only going to be a single. It's been a very good bowling display by the Ajman side.
You have to bowl first after winning the toss. They've done well. Restricted Team Fujairah at a decent score. But they would look to get to that 130, 135-ish. Just to give them a little bit of psychological advantage. A ram shot from Mohammad. But in the end, it'll just be a single. And it's good to have Yain back on strike.
It wasn't a bad idea, but it was pace off. And you were mentioning the evolution of cricket in the UAE. Well, I remember till my uni days, not even high school, turf grounds of this quality were unheard of. Sharjah was purely for international cricket. The ICC Academy was untouchable for us. But now we have proper turf grounds dotted all over the UAE. Floodlit cricket everywhere. Oh, there'll be overthrows here, but he'll keep the strike. Anywhere in the Ajman, Sharjah region, 24/7 you have cricket going on. So many avenues, so many venues, so many opportunities. And that's why cricket in the UAE is trending in a very positive direction.
Oh, absolutely. Remember back in 2014-13, there were only cement tracks. And then now if you look at it, numerous number of turf wickets in Ajman, Sharjah, and they've spread across UAE, I must say. And it's to do with a lot of domestic cricket as well. And we've seen people coming through the ranks of tier 3 and tier 2 cricket as well. And heavily, especially in the evening, given the conditions, especially the weather conditions in UAE, irrespective, even if it's 45, 46 degrees temperature, you will still find cricket happening in UAE, especially in the summers during the evenings.
Oh, absolutely. It's round the clock stuff now. Even though I would highly advise against playing cricket in the summer. But such is the passion, especially amongst the subcontinent diaspora, Indians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, just obsessed with the game. And that passion is infectious, and full credit to Emirates Cricket and all the various councils for supporting that dream, that vision. Chief among them, of course, who we can proudly call the father of cricket in the UAE, Mr. Abdur Rahman Bukhatir, who established this world-class venue that is the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We'll continue the discussion after a break. So final over for Fujairah. Yayan is still out there, and that will give them hope. Saghir Khan has bowled a superb spell, 2 for 18. It's been a difficult wicket to bat on. It's required composure, patience, calculated risks. The bowling has been outstanding, but the young Fujairah side are battling hard. Can Yayan tee off here? He's already hit 3 or 4 sixes. We'll start with the wide. The under well. So truly we can boast and say that UAE is the home of international cricket as well.
Absolutely. 3 venues, Sharjah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And besides this, you've mentioned we also have a lot of cricket where county teams have come in and participate, especially in Abu Dhabi as well. So absolutely right. And there's so much happening in terms of cricket in the UAE.
Well, UAE is the base for the England cricket team. Whenever they have an Asian tour, they always stop by in the UAE for their training campaign. Oh, this is high. Third and point. No confusion. Yahya will take the catch. And a great fighting innings from Yayan finally comes to an end. And he gets due appreciation from the opposition as well. They know it's been a very, very good innings on a difficult pitch.
Well, he stood there. He took his time initially and managed to score 64. And if you look at the total, if you remove his 64, it will only be 50 runs that the team would have contributed. Wonderful innings under difficult circumstances. Another one goes down for Team Fujairah, 115 for 6.
Matiullah Khan coming in at number 9. Well, he certainly thinks he can bat, as all fast bowlers do. Saghir's slower delivery has been very difficult to read and even more difficult to play.
Quite deceptive, quite deceptive. It's not easy to pick up Saghir. He's definitely making it a point. He wants to perform, he wants to get back to the UAE national team. And I tell you what, he's been phenomenal in the field and he's bowled well today.
Yeah, it's an important tournament for the likes of Afzal Khan, Saghir Khan. To put up a good show, remind the national team think tank that we are of that caliber, we are of that quality. Everybody can have a dip in form or inconsistent performances. Will be another wide. So it does look like 30 is not reachable.
Difficult now from here on. Yeah, form obviously is one thing, and when you're consistently performing at the domestic stage and when you do get that opportunity, there'll be nerves on you, extra bit of pressure as well, and you've got to deliver. And there's always that thing that you will, the fear of missing out as well. So it's not an easy stage to be, but I think the coaching staff and the board has backed a lot of players.
Yeah, especially with the way the T20I team is playing. The dream of playing the World Cup next year is very much alive in Oman at the moment. Well connected, but will not be able to find the gap at cow corner. They'll push for 2, and the throw is off target. So 100. In terms of the bowling department. Let's go down. But overall, Ajman have got
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful bowling performances. Isam Mathur Rab, Sagir picking up 3 wickets. Ansh Tandon leading his team, marshalling his troops to perfection. They've made 4 changes. They all have responded to the call of the captain. Decent effort in the field as well. Batting card, the only batter who could find the connections right. 64 of 59 for Yain Kiran Raj. As Zainullah Rahmani was off colour, 11 deliveries for him. Sagar Kalyan was optimistic, but it was wonderful catch by Ansh Tandon, 21 of 19. But from there on, nobody really contributed much. Madhav Manoj scoring 12 of 11.
in terms of the bowling. It was truly a team effort. 3 for 23. Sagir was brilliant. Assam outstanding. 2 for 23. And 1 wicket for Oais Ahmed as well, who bowled with a lot of control. Look at that. Only 7 runs conceded in 3 overs bowled. Taking a look at the highlights, it was Ajman who inserted Fujairah into bat first. And Yayan Kiran was looking excellent. Zainullah just looked a bit undercooked, got cleaned up by Oais Ahmed. Sagar Kalyan played some cracking blows as well. And Yayan, any opportunity he got, especially to play the pull shot, he was on his A game. Brilliant running catch to dismiss Sagar Kalyan. Ethan got an absolute perler from Assam to be bowled first ball. But Yayan kept it going. One side, the scoring was able to continue. Rayan with a soft dismissal. But Yayan Kiran Rai played a fabulous hand. Madhav Manoj also connected on that one. Then Sagir with his canny changes of pace was very difficult to get away. And he picked up wickets in a hurry. 3 of them. That being the third. Yayan looking to force the issue. Ballooning a catch to short third. So 120 is the target. Run a ball stuff for Ajman. We'll come back after the break for the run chase. Match number 10 of the Emirates D20 2025 in progress. Well, it's a below par score for Fujairah, but it is a difficult wicket to bat on. Yai and Kiran with a fabulous knock of 64. Some support from Sagar Kalyan, but overall difficult batting conditions on a turning track, and they could only manage 119 runs in their allotted 20 overs. In terms of the bowling, Mohammad Saghir Khan was outstanding, 3 for 23. 2 wickets for Assam and 1 for OS Ahmed, as well as the Ajman bowlers as a unit did a fabulous job. So the Ajman openers are in the middle. Junaid Shamsu opening alongside Hamdan Tahir. So it's once again a brand new combination up top, but it's the same old combination of Asghar Khan alongside me. Good evening. Should be a relatively straightforward run chase.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Hope so. For the fans of Ajman, for an early finish, and especially if this man can stay in the middle for any length of time, he can set the game up and possibly take it away from Fujairah very, very quickly. The start is going to be exciting. Matiola has got the ball.
Can he strike early? Slip in place, so good to see. Ethan D'Souza is on the attack. That's the only way they're going to win this game. Struck him high towards the knee roll, but encouraging start from Matiola.
Perfect length. A little bit of movement back. He's someone who doesn't move his feet a great deal. So good start here from Matiola. Couple of wickets up front. Can just open the door for Fujairah and give them a bit of hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to keep a lid on the scoring. Maybe we'll need at least 3 wickets in the power play as well. Plenty to do for Matiola, but he is of that caliber. Another fast bowler, part of the UAE setup, on the outside looking in. Nicely whipped away by Shamsu and calmly off the mark.
Nice flick off the hip for a single. Hamdan Tahir getting back into the squad. More of a traditional opener. Someone who can occupy the crease. Left hand, right hand combination for Ajman. Ajman looking strong after those changes. Much balanced side with Saghir coming back in. Wes to boost their bowling stocks in. Aftab Javed will play a role as well if he's required.
They're looking like a much more complete side now. They've got strength and depth in batting. And the bowling was outstanding as well. Long leg in position for Hamdan and a deep point. He does like that pickup shot towards the onside. Beautiful delivery, just leaving him late. So Matiola, he is getting the ball to nibble around.
Perfect start to the left-hander as well. Right and left-hand combination, and both counts is proving to be quite accurate. Nervous start here from Hamdan, just poking at that one. He's got to be careful. There's a slip in place.
Yeah, just wait for that loose delivery or drop and run. There are gaps towards that square leg region and towards cover point. And the ball goes exactly in that direction. So safely off the mark. Not seeing much swing on offer for Matiola.
He's more of a into the wicket sort of bowler who likes to really bang it in on a good length area. Normally doesn't really pitch the ball up. More of a seam bowler than a genuine swing bowler.
Yeah, what I really like about Mati is his work ethic. Supremely fit. Always gives it his all. Never leaves anything in the tank. Heaved away and over the long leg for 6.
He's not bothered to keep it down. That fine leg fielder was quite square. Possibly placed for that kind of stroke. Shamsu gets enough on it. Went underneath it and had all the intentions in the world to go all the way. What a start.
Well, that's the way he plays. Power package. We were insisting a couple of nights ago that he should open for Ajman, and they've made the right call. He's the kind of player they needed in the fielding restrictions to go after the bowling. Smashed away. Terrific placement and screams away to the boundary.
Well, that has been dismissed from his presence. A front foot pull shot, a short arm jab. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Just the eye of this man and the form to back it up. Terrific start here for Ajman. Once again, Shamsu looking dangerous. 12 for 1.
Under 19 product alias Shams. Very talented left arm spinner. This is his kind of wicket given the new ball. So let's see if we can produce something here in the form of early wickets. Long on and deep mid wicket in position for Hamdan Tahir. Right on the money. And good to see a slip in place.
Yeah, they got to look to take wickets. It will be interesting to see whether he gets any real spin with this new ball.
Trying to smother it. Fine sweep. Long chase for Madhav. Save your legs.
Excellent shot from Hamdan Tahir. I love the way he moved right across to off stump and took the ball from that good length area and made it into a leg side-ish delivery by his sheer footwork, shuffling across, putting the pressure on the young spinner.
Yeah, he's a wicket keeper by trade, Hamdan, so used to getting low, squatting, powerful calves. Oh, not wearing a helmet, and well, that is going to swell up quickly. We need Dr. Kiran out there immediately. I think he's okay. Just a little bit shaken up, and that could be nasty.
I hope he gets back on his feet here. Have a look at that one. Oh dear me. Bit of a top edge. That's why I always believe if you are going to play those sweep shots, you must wear a helmet. Far too many times we have seen Ahmed. When you batting with the cap, I can understand. Then you look to play as straight as possible. That shot is not an option without an helmet.
Well, I would go one step further. It should be mandatory. I hope he's not opened up here. That one is going to swell up quickly and leave a mark. Well, good to see that he's on his feet and doesn't look too shaken up, but certainly I think there's a bit of severe swelling. Sheepish smile, but that is why Well, cricket is not for the faint-hearted, Asghar Khan. It's a dangerous sport. And just sit in the dugout, put some ice on it, my friend. And we'll take a look at the results in a couple of days. There must be a big lump there. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Hopefully. That shot was not on with the cap. Well, Junaid Shamsu, as you spotted off air, he's called for an helmet. That's a wise move.
Oh, absolutely. Meanwhile, Ansh Tandon coming in at number 3, the skipper. Ali Asghar Shams has created an impact in an unorthodox way. I'm sure he would want nothing less to see Hamdan Tahir out there in the park with him. Oh, leading edge, but there's nobody at short extra. Ethan just a few yards deep. But Ali Asghar is causing some mischief.
On this pitch, I think you got to have that short cover, the odd ball stopping.
Turning in sharply. Well, they do have two frontline spin options that I can immediately recognize. Ali Asghar and Udish Suri. Where else can Ethan get some spin overs? Maybe himself. Oh dear me, it's hit the helmet again. You cannot play that shot against Ali Asghar. He's getting that extra bounce. Ansh looks okay. But certainly this pitch is causing some problems. 16 for no loss. So it's going to be Yug Sharma coming on to bowl. Very fine young left arm speedster. He's having a terrific tournament, taking wickets consistently. So only the 1 over given to Matiullah. Maybe a change of ends. Although Ali Asghar bowled a very testing over. Runs are a precious commodity for Fujairah. Oh, Shamsu has dispatched this to the fence.
Can't afford to drop it short at this pace, especially to this man. Such an uncomplicated mind he has. Picks the length early, bang, in front of square. It's so much time. Yog Sharma is impressed one and all with his control, but this is going to be his different sort of test for him against a real aggressive batter in form.
Yeah, you're bowling to his strength, allowing him to hit towards the onside with that bottom hand taking over. You need to make him drive through the off. Let's see if he miscontrols, it goes in the air. Could be a catching opportunity. Not a lot of feet movement on that occasion. Trying to flash the ball hard. Because they don't have enough runs to defend. Don't think he's going to be pitching anything up here. Looking for that swing. Required run rate is just 5.7.
Yog Sharma, good comeback, angled it across. Off to a great start at 20 for none, Ajman. Despite Dan retired hurt, unfortunately. Things are looking good here for Ajman.
Oh dear me, this has been sent flying out of here. Junaid Shamsu is in a hurry.
What a shot again. Any other player would have looked to play it off the back foot in a conventional manner, but he gets under that one. Oh, fantastic. shot again. Such is the power of this man. Watch those eyes let up once he saw that one slightly short.
And the best part was he didn't look to overhit. Just timed it. Off to a flyer. 21 of 7. Strike rate 300. Yug Sharma looking to switch maybe to around the wicket. He certainly needs to bowl wider of off. He's bowled a bit too straight. Ample opportunity, just like you mentioned, for him to get underneath the ball and launch it towards that shorter onside boundary. Well, he's hit the ball so hard, it's gone out of shape. Landing on those concrete steps. New balls, please. Well, a flurry of boundaries unleashed by Junaid Shamsu. That was a wonderful shot, just wide of the mid-on. Hamdan Tahir with a good-looking sweep, but then caught that blow to the temple. But that has certainly not affected Junaid Shamsu's free-flowing style, dealing in sixes and putting a lot of pressure on this young Fujairah bowling lineup. That's much better. Make him hit towards the offside.
21 of 8 deliveries. 26 for none. 94 more required. And if they don't pick up Junaid Shamsu, it could be all over very, very quickly. Einstein also in decent form. He'll be looking to make a mark here.
Yeah, it could be done in 12 or 13 overs. If Junaid Shamsu remains beyond the power play. Not getting that swing this evening, Yug Sharma. So he has to be street smart. Coming around the wicket now. A good delivery, jagging in. And sturdy in defense.
Good tactics. Not a bad idea to come around the wicket to a player who likes room. Try to angle the ball back into him. He's got square leg back on the fence. But if Junaid Shamsu hits anywhere near the middle, that boundary is pretty much tiny for him.
The lesson we have certainly learned is that you have to maximize the power play in D20. It's going to get tougher. In the end, he closes out the over well. 26 for no loss. So Ali Asghar Shams will continue. Long on and mid-wicket in place for Ansh Tandon. Oh, that is a monstrous hit. Sweet as you like from Ansh Tandon.
Now Ansh Tandon gets on the act here. That is a very, very good blow. All of a sudden this Ajman batting lineup looking a lot more dangerous. Since Junaid has started to open, it is just rubbed off on the rest of the order as well.
What a way to get off the mark. Massive hit. He does like that slog sweep. Great balance. And that one has been sent packing many a mile. We'll take a look at that one once again. Flighted ball right in the slot. And he was always looking to hit it for 6. No half measures from the Ajman skipper. Well, another lengthy delay as a ball has been lost. Big 6-hitters in the D20. We might need to put safety nets above the stands as well. Flatted trajectory, excellent effort. Putting the dive in, trying to save every single run. Young legs. You would expect that energy, that enthusiasm. Oh, just never reached him. And very smartly, Ansh Tandon just bailing out of the shot. If he had gone full tilt, could have been a catch to Ethan at short extra. He goes big again. And it will clear the fence again. Short and punished.
He's put enough pressure on Ali Asgar here to drop it short. Early on in the over, a slog sweep. The young spinner drops it short. And have a look at the extension of those arms. Very good footwork. Getting really deep into the crease. That's a secret of creating your own length.
Yeah, whether on the front foot or back, Ansh Tandon will demolish left arm spin. Putting a lot of pressure on Ali Asgar Shams. And when you're only defending 120, you cannot afford it at all. I think Junaid has hit 3 sixes and Ansh has hit 2. So that has been the modus operandi for Ajman in the batting department. Pure power.
I think Ahmed Khwaja, the way they are going, we need few ball boys to help those fuse-men.
Yeah, maybe some volunteers from Sharjah Academy. Unfortunately, it's almost 1 a.m. Oh, he goes again. This is spectacular clean hitting from Ansh Tandon.
Outstanding. He's really making a mockery of the size of the boundary here on the leg side. It's not the longest, but he's hitting them fairway. Slog sweep. What a shot. Absolutely amazing result. It's gone the distance.
Well, I hope the UAE national team think tank is keeping a close eye, because this stylish left-hander is in prime form. 3 sixes in the over. Oh dear me. Oh, it's gone over. Rayan Khan not helping his under 19 teammate.
Opportunity missed. Perhaps just going through the motions here. Not quite switched on, and it's carried all the way. 4th, 6th of the over. 24 runs coming of the young spinner. This time not great amount of elevation. Definite chance, and it's gone right through. Perfect height as well, Ahmed Khwaja. He's grasped it.
He didn't need the leap. That's what got him unsighted. And yeah, it's landed beyond the boundary rope. 24 coming in. And all of them maximums from Ansh Tandon. Off to an absolute flyer. Here are Ajman dealing in sixes. 24 of 9. Ansh Tandon is staring the young Fujairah bowling apart. Udish Suri, left arm wrist spinner, coming into the attack. Oh, what a delivery. The wrong one had Junaid Shamsu completely beaten.
Terrific start. They should give him a lot of confidence. And it might create a doubt in Shamsu's mind as well. That was a beautiful wrong one. This time the leg break, and he hits it all the way for 6.
Why change what's working for you? Smeared towards square leg. He did pick the leg break, slightly back of length. Got down on one knee and sent it flying. Well, they've almost achieved half the target in just 5 overs of power play.
That is some performance. They're oozing with confidence here. Ajman really looking good here, and they're peaking at the right time.
He goes high. It's not out of the middle, but still might have carried. That is brute force. Junaid Shamsuddin.
Absolutely brilliant. He's almost scooped it. Got under it and just lifted. Backward square leg. All the way for 6. He's becoming absolutely unstoppable. 33 of 13.
I don't remember the last time Ajman took a single. Oh, yorked himself. Well, there is a single, but I think it's just 2 or 3 of them. Spectacular clean hitting and a harsh lesson for these young Fujairah boys.
That's the right word. And even that single wasn't intentional. It was more of accidental. He was looking to smash it over mid-wicket. Done in length though by Udesh. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Vansh goes about it. He's also hitting big, 24, all of them, 4 sixes.
At this time the ball is turning away. And he'll just spank it over the offside ring. Searing class of Ansh Tandon.
Great shot selection and great execution. Playing with the spin. And that kind of mindset these two are at the moment. They are just absolutely toying with this bowling.
Spectacular stuff. And giving due respect to the good delivery. The damage has been done. 17 taken. It's 67 for no loss. Still one more over of power play to come. Matiullah back into the attack. Change of ends. Now he will have the shorter offside boundary. Junaid Shamsu, well, we'll have to look up the record books. What is the fastest 50 of the D20 this season? Sanjay Pahal came close. Vritti Arvind came close. Got out in the 40s. Junaid Shamsuddin is within their range. Oh, outside edge, but it was the slower one. Beautifully disguised.
Excellent stuff from Matiullah. They need a breakthrough here. Just to, I guess, prolong the game. Nothing more can be done. It's pretty much done and dusted for Fujairah, but for the future games, they need some positives. And they need to just come back with some sort of answer against this partnership.
Yeah, just to get the spirits. Flat batted over mid-off. Too easy for Shamsu. Just too easy.
He's seeing them so big and so early as well. He picked that slow ball bumper and almost just smashed it with a vertical bat. Sometimes it's hard to imagine some of the shots Junaid Shamsuddin can play. An orthodox batter can't even imagine. A short ball has been hit over mid-off.
Truly incredible cricketer. Yeah, that was more out of the ATP tour. Tennis shot that. Forehand smash. He's chipped it, but not out of the middle. Mid-off backpedaling. Great effort put in. Ryan tried his absolute best. Would have been the catch of the tournament if he had clung on.
Excellent effort. This time more of a check drive. Didn't really got it. The middle of the bat, he had the height, not the distance. Great effort though.
You need that slice of luck when you have a power hitter in full flow in the power play. Oh, it's taken the back of the bat. Well, the rub of the green is certainly with Junaid Shamsuddin. Everything he's attempting is coming off, and if it doesn't come off, it's falling in no man's land. Mutiullah has tried absolutely everything in this over. Slower bumper, quick bouncer, slower delivery, off cutter. So Ansh Tandon back on strike. They've truly maximized the power play here, Ajman. Added more than 50 plus runs as compared to Fujairah. Solid in defense. Not a bad over from Matiullah. 74 for no loss at the end of power play. Zainullah coming in to bowl, another left arm wrist spinner. But he seems to be practicing left arm orthodox in his practice throws. Not sure why. Time will tell. I don't want him to completely defocus from his left arm wrist spin, which first got him prominence. Yeah, it is left arm orthodox. What's happening here, Azhar Khan?
I think he's trying to turn himself into a left arm orthodox, possibly going for more control, but it takes that wicket taking ability away, and that rare art of left arm leg spin, which is so rare and so unique. And if you can focus and get that right, that makes you a greater player.
Sometimes I feel these young kids are just overthinking things. Well, he can certainly turn the ball in that way as well. Maybe just some wrong advice or something they've seen on social media could be influencing them. Young minds can be persuaded easily. Would certainly love to find out his perspective, because over the last 2 seasons he was really maturing nicely as a proper wrist spinner. So not sure why he's changed up here.
One odd bad over, one odd bad game doesn't really shouldn't really affect your overall purpose. That's a wide delivery. To achieve something big in your career, you got to go through tough times, and leg spinners is the most difficult art in the world. You got to be handled properly.
Oh, absolutely. I could care less about wins and losses up till under 19 level. It means absolutely nothing at all. It's purely a growth process. Was there an edge on that one? Waiting for the umpire signal. No, just buys. Difficult bounce for the young wicketkeeper to deal with. Yeah, age group cricket is all about development. Wins and losses are completely immaterial. Let's see if he's choosing a different path for his development. Bit of an inside edge maybe, striking him outside the line. Not bowled the worst over, but I'm just thinking why he's not going to his primary strength.
Ahmed Khwaja, you make a great point. Certainly, it's about development and the process of getting and becoming a top-class player. Another wide. Even becoming a left-arm orthodox, he's bowled 4 wides so far and attempted in his first over. So that is all part and parcel of your learning curve. You got to be persistent with your craft and back yourself. Nice away on the offside is going to be another dot ball.
Yeah, they've got the runs without much effort in this over. He's bowled on the shorter side, but is getting big turn. Seven done, 81 for no loss.
$81 for none after 7. Lofted. And the long off fielder watches it sail over his head. Crashes into the top tier. Another biggie from Junaid Shamsuddin. Right up in the slot. Udesh Suri gets a treatment. It's been raining sixes here from these two. Ahmed Khwaja calling those sixes. He needs a breather and he's been replaced by Rizwanur Rahman. Will this change? Bit of luck for Fujairah. Welcome, Rizwan.
Well, they certainly have changed the chase into a highlights reel. Power hitting, innovation at its best. Absolutely magnificent. They haven't lost a wicket. Hamdan Tahir took a nasty blow. He had to walk off the field. I hope he's doing all right, but I tell you what, these two batters, Ansh Tandon and Junaid Shamshu, they've put on a show here. 49 of 23 for Junaid Shamshu, one short of his personal milestone. This is some power hitting at its best. A swing and a miss. That turned slightly away from Ansh Tandon. But the intent shown by the batters, quite impeccable. Quite impressive. Yet again, brilliant delivery. Good comeback from Udesh Suri. Doesn't get bogged down by after being hit. He likes to toss up the delivery. It's been expensive today. You can't take anything away from these two batters. Two contrasting games. We've seen a completely different game in the first one, where Sharjah managed to put up a wonderful score, and in response, Abu Dhabi could not chase it down. They were bundled out for 52. And in game number 2 of the evening, Fujairah managed to get only 119, and the batters of Ajman, they have responded to the call of the captain. Clean ball striking, power hitting at its best.
Absolutely stunning work from these two. Making the batting look easy. 8 overs, done and dusted, 89 for none. $89 for none. Use of the feet and a little bit of spin. Deceived And a bit of an inside edge, moral victory for the bowler. It's all happening here for Ajman. They're cruising along. 49 for Junaid Shamsuddin, just one shy of another half century.
Yeah, getting those 49 runs in just 23 balls, given the conditions, they're tough conditions, not easy to bat on. But they've just made it look so easy. And they made it look like it's a rectangular flat track. Junaid Shamsu gets to his half century. Take a bow. He's made sure he stood tall in the power play. And he certainly enjoyed his outing. We've seen him score quick runs in the previous encounter. They've done a bit of tweaking with their batting. And Junaid Shamsu yet again in the runs and gets his first half century of the tournament.
Brilliant knock of just 24 deliveries as well. Goes for it. And he's gone all the way. He's striking them magnificently well. Ansh Tandon with another biggie.
They're complementing each other really well. Left hand, right hand combination. Another one in the slot. And Ansh Tandon says, thank you very much. As easy as you like. And he makes it look so easy. Pleasing to the eye. Ansh Tandon. Wonderful ball striking. Cut away towards the deep point. It'll just be a single. Well, it was just not about the boundaries. It was intelligent batting, finding those gaps, running hard, and building the partnership. Excellent work by both the batters.
Looking great here. Just 22 more required. The way they are going is not far from their reach. He goes for it. Flat and hard. And 6. 100 up for Ajman. Inside 9 overs.
A masterclass in shot selection. Brilliant display of power hitting. Flat and 6 more for Junaid Shamsu. And the youngsters not learning from their mistakes. Providing the deliveries in the slot. The batters are in a hurry. This time Pitt wavered, but it'll just be a single. Absolutely magnificent batting performances. 9 overs gone, 105 for none.
$105 for none. For a change, Junaid Shamsu just wants to give impression of orthodox technique, working it around the corner, possibly playing for Ansh Tandon, that he can get to his half century. That could be the only reason. Otherwise, I've never seen Junaid Shamsu drop anchor first ball.
Could be. And a D20, 50 is always appreciated, and why not? You still have 14 to chase down. Ansh need 12 to get to his first milestone. I wouldn't mind that. Slightly overpitched. It'll just be a single. Well, I must say that was clinical batting display. Calculated, at the same time commanding from the men in purple.
Partnership of real dominance. And it's amazing when a Stoke player, a big hitter of the ball, tries to play conventionally, batting becomes difficult. I remember Shahid Afridi against Harbhajan Singh, 45 ball 100, and then he tried to block one straight onto the stumps. It can happen. A real loser. Einstein closing in on a half century. He's been so good with that slog sweep, but this time it was that pull shot of the back foot. Tremendous power.
Yeah, muscular. Does a lot of work behind the scenes, Anstanden. But those were fireworks on display right from ball one from the batters of Ajman. An absolute treat to watch. And the youngsters were put under pressure from ball one. That turn spun away from Anstanden. He needs 5 to get to his personal milestone. 6 required to close this game. Will he go for a big one of the final delivery? But what a chase this has been. Yeah, doesn't take a single delivery to close out the over. 10-1, 114 for no loss. Madhav into the attack, nicely nudged away. The idea would be to feed in the strike to Anstanden. Well, I tell you what, Asghar Khan, 11.21, but Anstanden walks to Junaid and says, just finish it off, mate. You don't have to worry about the personal milestone.
He's a selfless correct. Quite a few people would have asked him to just take a single. Other way around. It's hit hard. And 4. Excellent stuff here from Junaid Shamsuddin.
Yeah, that was the message from Anstanden. Absolutely selfless cricketer. Just finish it off. Every single run matters, and the run rate also. Neat and clean as you like. That will be a wide. Oh no, he's got away with it. Junaid Shamshu cannot believe it. Another big hit, and that will find the fence. They turned up the heat and never took the foot off the gas. Brilliant batting from the batters of Ajman. Junaid Shamshu finishes off things in style. Had to wait for it. Finds the gap, and away she goes for a boundary. Exemplary display of power hitting by these two batters. They've won by 10 wickets. They have made a statement here to all the teams in this tournament. Anstanden and Junaid Shamshu chasing it down in just 10.4 overs. Handshakes all over. Fujairah were asked to bat first. They managed to score 119 runs. And in response, what a display of powerful hitting. Ajman comfortably winning this contest. Handshakes all over. A lot of learning for the young lads. Fujairah, Ethan D'Souza will have to go back to the drawing board and will have to come up with a plan. Under pressure, not always. You're up against some quality teams in this tournament. We'll have a look at the batting card. But needless to say, Hamdan Tahir was retired hurt. He took a blow on his forehead against Ali Asghar Shams. And at the top, Junaid Shamsu, 67 of 32 deliveries. And keeping him company at the non-strikers was Ansh Tandon, 45 of 27, scoring at 11.44 runs in over, just 5 extras in the tally. Well, nothing much to talk about. None for 19 for Matiullah Khan. Ali Asghar Shams was quite expensive, 28 runs in his allotted 2 overs. Yuk Sharma gave away 10. Udish Suri was quite expensive as well alongside Ali Asghar. None for 34 of 3 overs. Zainullah Rahmani, none for 22. And in the end, Madhav Manoj, none for 8. Ajman in the end comfortably winning by 10 wickets. Well, let's have a look at the highlights pack from ball 1. Who had a clear plan in place, treating bowlers to all corners of the park, some massive taking up seamers as well as the spinners of team Fujairah. He was easy, elegant. Does the bat Fujairah, but completely showing that it was a completely different wicket to bat on. Junaid Shamsu in the end, and that was the last one. Deal for team Ajman. Back in the teams. Well, 20. Isam Matthew. Well, and in carnage, 67 of 32, and fireworks from Ansh Tandon, 45 of 27. Madhav, 8 for none. Yuk Sharma, 10 for none. And in the end, Ajman winning comfortably by 10 wickets. All right, folks, let's dive into a short break, and we will have Asghar Khan on the other side for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 10 of Emirates D20 2025. Fujairah Batting first, 119 for 7 in 20 overs. Not a power score on this surface. And in reply, Ajman, they just chased it down with utmost ease. 122 for none in just 10.4 overs. A 10-wicket victory for Ajman. An absolutely stunning performance. Alongside me is our match official, Mr. Bashir, and he's going to hand over the trophy for the man of the match. It goes to Junaid Shamsuddin for his magnificent 67 of 32 deliveries, 5 fours and 6 huge sixes. Absolutely stunning performance from Junaid. Many congratulations. Great form at the right time for Ajman.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, last 2 matches I scored like around one is 30 plus. This is 67 something, so I'm really happy.
You make the batting look easy on a difficult track. What is the secret?
It's all about this kind of surface we have to punish like first power play 6 overs. So after that, it's difficult to, there is more break and there is no due. So the maximum score by like 6 overs, it'll have 50 plus, it will be easy for the chase. So that's my mind. Alhamdulillah, it's done.
You played really well. Keep up the momentum. All the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, thanks.
That was Junaid Shamsuddin with his outstanding 67, which sealed the deal for Ajman. Do join us for the live broadcast tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. local time. We got 2 games back to back. One at 5:30 p.m. and other one is going to be at 9:30 p.m. Till then, it's goodbye from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.